today I'm gonna be trying all the most hyped viral TikTok products from Charlotte Tilbury on my face. I'm gonna be wear testing them, I'm gonna be demoing them, I'm gonna be giving you my actual true honest opinion on whether I think that you should go out and splurge on this kind of high-end brand or whether you can find something better from a drugstore brand. We're gonna be ranking the most viral, hype-worthy makeup products from Charlotte Tilbury. I've got everything. The contour wand, the beauty light wand in pinkgasm, pillow talk lips, little mini lipstick and lip liners, Airbrush Flawless setting spray, and more. This is the face that I'm wearing right now. So keep watching if you want to see whether these products are worth the hype. Charlotte Tilbury has gone off. Over the last year, they have had the most successful makeup products, I think arguably in the industry, absolutely killing it with marketing and social media. And sometimes we want to know, like, is it hype or is the product actually that good? Okay, hair is back. What should we start with? Washing our hands. So Charlotte Tilbury originally had a magic cream that has been around forever and everyone loved it, talked so much about it, but now she came out with a magic water cream and I got the mini size. Every brand, guys, is coming out with mini size products. I think because we're in such a hard time economically, to get a little real here, and people just don't have disposable income. So brands are being pretty smart because they're like, okay, you can get our product, but you don't have to drop the full amount, and it makes people feel a little bit better. So they're meeting people where they're at financially. I think it's pretty smart. Anyways, mini water cream. So the mini water cream, guys, this is about 30 bucks. It's supposed to be very hydrating. It's supposed to be good for your pores, good for redness. It does have niacinamide in it. And basically what they claim is that it is a bouncy, weightless, fragrance-free gel water cream that's immediately gonna drench your skin in hydration, and it's gonna refine the look of pores and visibly reduce redness over time. It does not have parabens, formaldehydes, or mineral oils. It does not have sulfates, and of course it is fragrance free. It's gonna be vegan and cruelty free as well, which I absolutely love. So how is this different from the other one? I need to find that out. Full size of the original magic cream is about $100. I remember it being expensive. I remember when the magic cream first came out on YouTube, everyone was talking about it. I was like, oh, I kind of want to try it. Looking at the price and being like, I think I'm good. This new water cream though is also $100. Okay, so the mini one is gonna cost you about $30. So if you don't want to drop the full $100, you can try it out, see if you like it. But there are also people in the comments on Sephara's website being like, what is the difference between this and original magic cream? Oh my God, I am looking on my phone right now and they came out with a Disney magic cream edition. They're so smart with their marketing. They're smart. Okay, I feel like I can make an entire video on what the difference is between the magic cream and the magic water cream, because why isn't anyone talking about this? Why hasn't this question been answered? I found out the details. Basically, the original magic cream is gonna be thicker. It's gonna be more of that like traditional moisturizer experience. But the magic water cream is going to be a little bit thinner and better for your oily skin type of people because it's not going to be as, you know, dense and heavy of a consistency. I'm gonna get my little mirror. It feels really smooth on the skin and it's creating a nice barrier on the skin. I can already see my skin is literally coming to life with moisture and gloss. Nothing too sweaty, but it just feels like really hydrated. It's not too thick. It does feel like a really nice gel-like consistency. It's going on to the skin really smooth and really gliding on. And I feel like a little does go a long way. It doesn't sink in too quickly, so you do have time to work. But wow, this is creating a really nice base so far. I can definitely already feel that. It's not like a serum where it's too oily and slippy and you just know that the foundation that's gonna go on top is just gonna melt right off. This feels like it's gonna be a really good base. And who doesn't love skincare under their makeup? I feel like so far I'm really loving this. I mean, let's see. Guys, I will say that I am dry. My skin is dry. So if anyone's watching and they're oily, just, you know, take my thoughts with a bit of a grain of salt on this product because, you know, for you, it might be a little just too rich. But yeah, I've really just put this literally everywhere, including my T-zone. I really want to give this cream a good shot. This is such a hyped product that I just want to see. This is what it's looking like on the face so far. I can't say for sure yet whether this is worth the hype or not. I have to see how this acts underneath my makeup, if it makes things budge or too oily or anything like that. I'll be able to give like the full verdict in a minute. But next we're gonna try the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have played with this product before. I actually got a new one. I wanted to get it in the mini for travel, but also I wanted to get in my right shade. The shade that I have is so bright for me. So this is 4.5 medium. So if you're not familiar with this product, basically what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to give you, it's a multi-use product. It's supposed to be a bit of an illuminator because it's got some of that kind of like really fine mica that makes you look lit from within. It's not gonna be like glittery or too sparkly when you step out into the sun. This is something that's gonna be really subtle and really kind of like angelic. It looks like your skin is just amazing. So I have tried this before. You can use it as a primer, you can use this as a highlighter, you can use this instead of foundation just to give your skin a little bit of like an enhancement. But I'm so excited to finally try this in my actual shade because the one that I have is too light. And I don't know, I just haven't been able to like really use it. So right now I'm gonna put this all over the face. I wanna show you guys how it would look if this is the only thing that you wanted to wear on your skin. And then after, I'm gonna put foundation on top of it so that you can see how it acts as a primer. And we're gonna see if this is really worth the hype. Is it as multi-use? I mean, I've played with this before, so I know this is worth the hype, but I want you guys to see how it looks. I wanna show you why this is worth the hype. I think this is one of my favorite products, not just of Charlotte Tilbury, but like of all time. This has that special something. So cute. Dang. I just pulled out my mirror and was like, you know, wanting to put this on, but I'm just so like impressed by how the water cream is looking on my skin. It looks really hydrated. This is the perfect shade for me, so if you guys look kind of similar to me in terms of skin tone, this is gonna be perfect for you. This product gives you a lot of time to work. You don't have to feel rushed to get everything blended in. You can take your time, really make like a nice relaxation routine with this. I think there was a time where I would love this much glow, maybe like even like a year or two ago. I would be like, give me more glow. I don't care if I look oily or sweaty. The more glow, the better. And I think I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I think the style has changed for sure. I think in 2024, we're gonna see more like demi mattes, satin finishes, and that whole glowy look is gonna be a little bit more subdued. I'm not saying it's gonna go completely away, but I just see like my taste personally changing where it's just like this would have been perfect for me a couple years ago, but I think this is now a little too much. You can just kind of like see it's oily around the nose area. I mean, for me, this is too much, but if you were like a glowy girly, this is what it would look like if you didn't want to put any foundation on top and you wanted to just use it all over the face. So this is kind of giving you a glimpse of what it would look like. I mean, it's catching beautifully on the cheekbones and kind of like on the forehead. No doubt it is a beautiful product. So this is what it's looking like on the skin so far. The nice thing about this product is that it's so sheer and kind of so subtle that you don't have to find the perfect match at all. At first, this was kind of looking a little bit, it's pulling a little red on me, and now it's just kind of blended into my skin perfectly, basically. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. If you have any imperfections like redness or dark circles or anything like that, this is not the product to correct. It's the product to kind of like enhance. But the nice thing about it is that if you do have texture, like I have a little bit of texture on my forehead, it's not really enhancing that. So if you have kind of like maybe like those bumpies, you know those bumpies that you get on your forehead or like under the eye, I have a little bit of redness kind of like here. It's kind of evening things out, but it is not enhancing texture. So that's a really nice thing about this. So far, this product is living up to the hype. I mean, I've used this before. It's an incredible product, but I think what we should do is put a little bit of foundation over it and see how it acts as a base. This is gonna be my first time trying this, guys. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It's supposed to say all day and all night. It says it right on the bottle. It's kind of like in this beautiful glass packaging. It is really heavy and it's got kind of that like Art Deco lid that I love so much. I really like how old school her products are. Am I crazy about the bronze, like rose gold? I don't know. That's for another conversation. Everyone's obsessed with this because it's supposed to give you this like airbrushed, walking Photoshop look, but it also has skincare. So not only does it look good, it's actually like doing work. as it's wearing on your skin throughout the day. So it's supposed to make you look poreless and it's long lasting. So if you find that your foundation wears throughout the day and by like the end of the day, you're like, where did it even go? It's rubbed off on my nose, it's rubbed off on my chin, whatever. This is supposed to stick. I love that it comes in a pump. And guys, I think this is under 100 milliliters. So you can take this traveling with you if you want. My skin looks dewy, guys, holy. I chose the perfect color, matching my neck really well. And already from the jump, there's a lot of coverage here. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not a skin tint by any means. This is like a full-on foundation. Okay, is it living up to the hype so far? I don't know. I am looking like a little bit of an oil slick, and I think that's where powder is gonna come in. You know, guys, everyone is obsessed with that powder. It has a really strong floral, almost like a shampoo scent. I don't know if you guys are like sensitive to fragrance, but this does have pretty strong fragrance. I don't think it claims to be fragrance free. Everything so far has been fragrance free. Not this. I mean, we have a lot of layers on our skin right now. We have the Magic Cream. We have that Hollywood Flawless filter. So I feel like everything is feeling a little bit heavy. A little too heavy for my liking. And I normally wouldn't wear this much makeup. Usually I will do like a skin tint. So this is kind of like pushing me out of my comfort zone a little bit. But I will say it is kind of perfecting everything really nicely. It's just a little dewy for me right now. And I do think that's because of the base. I kind of wish that I would have given this like a fair shot without such an intense base that I put on, because right now it is feeling like a lot. And we're gonna put the powder on top of this. Like, I don't know, it's a lot. Oh, it's smelling like something from my childhood. Oh, it's like a shampoo or a toy that I used to play with. It's very fruity. I don't know if you guys would like that. Oh, you know, it's looking pretty, even though it is a little bit more dewy than I would normally wear. This is a full-on foundation. I haven't worn like a full-on foundation in a while. I kind of love it though. I kind of love this right now. My skin looks perfect. Wow. And I really do, like, I look like literally poreless. And my skin looks like rubber in the best way possible. Like everything. That doesn't sound very appealing, but everything just looks so even. I'm obsessed with this. What is going, I did not expect that just because it's so heavy, but what? Skin looks amazing. And hydrated, even. It has life in it. It doesn't look like it's like matting me out, blanking me out, making me look like one-dimensional. My skin looks like skin, but it looks like perfect skin. Like my skin looks perfect right now. We don't want to jump to any conclusions. We want to see how this wears. I'm looking at myself up close. I'm looking at myself in the mirror from afar, and everything is looking perfect. Is it the combination of the three things that we put on? Probably. I think we had a really solid base that really kind of like filled everything in. Then we added some glow, which kind of gave radiance to the skin. And now the foundation on top of it is just perfecting everything. And I gotta say, I am super, super impressed. I was skeptical at first, but things are looking really good. Their contour wand, everyone was obsessed with. Actually, even more so the blush. Remember these? I mean, e.l.f. duped them and they sold out in a pinch. So people are going crazy over these, and then they were going crazy over the dupes. But anyways, this Hollywood contour filter, what is it? Hollywood contour wand. It comes in 2 shades only, which is kind of a bummer. So this is the lighter shade, fair medium, and then it comes in medium dark. So you got 2 choices. So this is supposed to help you sculpt your cheekbones, but like super easily, and that's like the whole draw. It's supposed to help you create natural looking shadows, really sculpt and chisel. I want to see if this is going to be a good tone and whether this is going to blend nicely. Is this worth the hype? So it looks like this. It's got kind of like this felt tip, kind of cute, like I want to snuggle with it. I have a duo fiber brush that I use to contour that I'm obsessed with. This one is the Refi brush. But I think with this kind of a product, it's a little bit more creamy, a little bit more wet. It makes more sense to use a dense brush to really give it a fair shot. So let's try it. So do you twist it? On. Okay, so you can kind of like twist it on. Okay, that's actually super convenient because if you're, you know, walking around, this is in your purse, you don't want it to be on and then spill everywhere. So you can control whether this turns on or off. So that's amazing packaging already. I'm gonna go a little bit and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Ooh, I love that first squeeze. It's so satisfying. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I think we've already overdone it. It's got this beautiful cocoa shade, but it also, it looks like it's got some kind of iridescence mica to it. It's definitely not a matte product by any means. Where's the lid? Ooh, you see? Okay, so now we have to turn it off. Turn it off. I was literally about to squeeze this everywhere. This is good 12 months after opening. I'm gonna dip my brush into the back of my hand. I don't think I would go like directly on the face with this kind of a thing. I know people do go directly onto the face. This is blending out nicely. I really like this actually. For a second I was like, I don't know. Do I like the tone though? It's a little bit more cool tone than I'm used to. It's not dragging, it's not patchy. It's not too intense at first go, so, you know, I don't think it would be very easy to make a mistake. I think, you know, going on really smoothly, but actually, interestingly enough, from where I put the product on my hand, there is areas on my skin where it's like darker than others, meaning that it'll kind of like grab onto the skin and drag, but I'm not seeing that on my face so far. So that was kind of like one twist, and this is giving, but it's kind of like not enough product, so I'm gonna go again and twist up. I'm gonna do the jaw as well. Oh yeah, hold on. Hold your horses. It is kind of skipping a little bit underneath my cheekbone here. So this isn't as smooth of an application as I would like. I'm gonna go down the sides of my nose. I kind of just like pinch my brush, make it really thin, and then gives me kind of like a new brush shape. It is nice and subtle. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is living up to the hype, not only because of the tone, it's kind of like a purple eggplant brown cocoa, which I don't think is very flattering for me. I do have a pretty neutral, kind of leaning warm undertone. And although, you know, shadows are normally cool toned, which helps it make a little bit look more natural, I just don't think it's like a flattering tone for me. I also don't love to see too much like radiance in my contour products. It kind of gives me pause. It kind of makes me wonder, like, if I go out into the sun, is it gonna look glittery under my cheek? I don't think it would look I don't think this product would look glittery per se, but I don't know. I just like to keep it safe and just be like, okay, my contour is always gonna be matte. So I don't think this is gonna be living up to the hype for me. Let's kind of like wear it a little and see how it looks towards the end of the video. In that same vein, we have the Glowgasm. These blushes, I've tried them in the store. Holy, they're so beautiful. I decided to get Pinkgasm, which is like my favorite. It's kind of like this rose with a gold reflect. And people are, you know, I think it's so interesting when people go crazy over, you know, products, and then 6 months later, they're just like talking smack about a product. I think it just goes to show like marketing, you know, like influencer marketing. And you can really tell if a product was like actually all that it was cracked up to be, if people are still talking about it years later, way past the hype, way past the paycheck, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so guys, I put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's looking really metallic on the back of my hand, more than it looked in the store. So this could either be really kind of like make your cheeks pop and like look skyscraper high, or it can make it just like look crepey and textury and like metallic for no reason. So let's see if this layers onto the skin nicely and like naturally. I'm gonna put it on the highest point of my cheek and kind of just like drag it up a little bit. Okay, so I accidentally put a lot. I'm curious to see if it's kind of like forgiving. Yeah, yeah, for sure. So this is kind of blending out pretty nicely after I lay the product down, meaning like you don't have to work too fast. This is such a pretty color. It's a little metallic. It is a little metallic. Like it's so crazy because I feel like now that I'm seeing it kind of like in studio lights, I don't know. It's kind of giving like 2016 highlighter strip. Whereas like in the store, it just looks so much nicer. But it did blend out really nicely. This is the kind of thing though that is like, I've just been to the beach. Okay, hold on, wait. Maybe I retract my statement because now that I'm blending it more, it's looking a little less stark and a little less metallic, and now just like a little bit more glowy, lit from within. Not too pink, but just like blushy. Okay, what do you guys think? Is it living up to the hype? So far for me, yes. I am sick and tired of hearing people talking about pillow talk. Okay, look at me. I'm a Latina. I'm a brown girl, okay? Do you guys think that this baby pink is gonna look good on my lips? I really don't. But we're about to put this to the test. My lips have like this weird kind of like, it's not weird. I really like the color of my lips actually. It's kind of like a purpley cool toned pink. Gosh, this is so ugly. The pencil is gliding on really smoothly. I have this lip pencil in the color Love Trap. I think it's gotten old because it does not glide on this smoothly. So I can say that in terms of formula, this definitely has a shelf life. And if you are one to kind of like hold on to your products and kind of use them till they're done, this doesn't last that long. What do you guys think of this lip liner color? I don't think it is that flattering. I think it's a little too unnatural for me. It's too baby doll pink for me. And I remember when this kind of like first came out, by the way, I'm gonna be using the little mini lipstick that came with it as well. But yeah, when this first came out, everyone was obsessed with this just because of the color. Like people weren't really talking about the formula. They weren't really talking about anything but just the color. And so that's kind of like where this lip liner and lip combo got its fame, just because the color was like all the rage. So, I mean, I don't know. If you have anything like a hair deeper than me, don't even go this route unless you like a Barbie doll pink. We're gonna go in with a lipstick and see if this is a little bit better. Oh, I really don't like this. I think that the lipstick is enhancing the lines in my lips. It's making it look like I'm wearing a liquid lipstick. This does not live up to the hype. I don't find this formula to be comfortable because it feels like I'm wearing a liquid lipstick. It feels drying and creamy at the same time, because if I go like this, it moves. It's not a liquid lipstick by any means, but it is a more matte satin formula, so kind of weird because it's moving around on my lips. I kind of feel the emollients of it, but just sitting here, it feels like my lips are drying by the second. I don't like. Not living up to the hype. I already had my brows on before filming this. And I had my kind of like a little bit of mascara on before this. So this is kind of like the final look, guys. I think those, oh, we almost forgot. We got to put on this Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. The amount of influencers that I've seen talk about this on TikTok is making me think that I might be missing out on something really big here. This is what it looks like in the pan. When I say people swear by this powder, people swear by this powder. So this is a setting powder. So this is the kind of thing that you dust all over your face, reduce the size of your pores. I mean, the foundation like took care of that. I don't have 0 pores right now. But it's supposed to give you a natural finish. It's supposed to kind of be like very lightweight, give you medium coverage. Everyone is obsessed with this. I need to see what the hype is about. All right, let's try it. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I don't want to disturb what we have on the cheek here, but let's kind of try it on the areas that we want to cut down on shine. I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy brush. Okay, it's a little dark for me. Okay, immediately no. And let me tell you why. Because it grabbed on so heavily right here, right where I put that first kind of like dip. It stuck to my foundation and I wasn't able to blend it out. My brush is shedding. What are people talking about? Okay, let's just go through the motions and let's just see. I put a really light touch on this powder. Oh my God, I think I need to get a new brush. It's shedding like my dog. I put a really light touch on this brush when dipping in because I didn't want to pick up too much product, but it's really dragging really hard. But it is cutting down on the shine really nicely. It's kind of silly that we like added the glow and then removed it with the powder, but we're trying this. We want to see how, oh my God. Look in between my brows right now. This is what I mean. It doesn't blend out. That is so wild. Well, you heard it here first. What is this product? Why are people obsessed with this? I can say right now that this is just like fully marketing, but actually, I mean, it's blurring out my forehead so nicely, while still keeping the glow underneath. So it's not gonna cut down completely on, like radiance. It's not gonna matte you out as if you were in like 2010, but I cannot get over the fact that it does not blend out well and it just like grabs onto the first spot where it was put down. So no. And the final step is the setting spray that everyone is obsessed with. People are obsessed with this because it's supposed to lock your makeup in for like, I think 16 hours or something. That wouldn't exactly be revolutionary. I mean, we have like the Urban Decay All Nighter and like MAC Fix Plus, which has been a ride or die for people for, you know, since the beginning. And I just think that this is gonna be just as good as any other But let's try it. Let's see how the mister is. Let's see how good it is. Ew. I'm like, I want it to be a fancy mister and it's giving me hairspray. I'm gonna cover my eyes because I don't want my mascara to... I'm so scared. I always get so scared. Okay. 6 to 8 inches. Let's go. Come on. Oh God, I'm so scared. Oh. You should never judge a book by its cover. If you're gonna take anything from this video, let it be that. This mister is so fine and so slow. I looked at this and was like, I literally said ew. I would trust this mister with my life savings. Oh my God, it's so full. It like covers the full face. I don't know how I'm gonna go back to MAC Fix Plus after this mister. MAC Fix Plus now is like a hose on the cone mode. And this, by the way, guys, this has a really strong fragrance. And it's like, it's got a bitter taste, which makes me feel like I might like have an allergy. I can't explain it. I just feel like this is, anyways, let me just continue doing this. Okay, let's let this dry and see if this does anything for us. I love a good setting spray. Remember back in the day when like we would do all this work on our makeup and then it'd be like, finish with a setting spray. And we'd be like, what? You want me to put water? You want me to put like liquid on all of this hard work that I just put on my face? Now we're used to it, obviously, but I want to see if this kind of like melted everything together and made everything look like perfect. I'm not going to look into the mirror for a little bit because I want to surprise myself. But you know, people talk so highly about this setting spray that let's see if it's living up to the hype. I just touched my face and I can see why it would be like a 16-hour wear. Already it's kind of getting sticky on the face. This comes in the mini size, like the travel size that I just showed you. It comes in the regular size and it comes in the jumbo size. The jumbo size is $51. It is vegan. It is alcohol free. It is long wearing. It is oil free. It is without parabens, but is it worth $50? I don't know. So the nice thing about this is that it's supposed to kind of like set your makeup, but it's not supposed to set into your fine lines or your wrinkles or anything like that. So it's gonna keep you looking kind of like smooth and airbrushed for the entire day. It's supposed to blur the appearance of pores. Pretty much everything that we've tried so far today is like a blurring product. It's supposed to basically be this like flexible, breathable, final step to your makeup, keep your makeup in place. Yeah, I could see that, okay. But still supporting the natural barrier of the skin with, I think, I'm reading it here, it says Japanese green tea. So it's supposed to give you hydration, but it's supposed to give you like a long lasting effect. Let me look up close to see how I feel about this. Okay, so my skin looks extremely hydrated. I will say that for sure. It's looking really hydrated, but it's looking oily. It's looking a little oily. My skin looks plump. Like at this point, usually I start getting like my marionette lines. It starts getting like, things start seeping in and I just kind of look snatched because all the layers that we put on, but things are looking a little heavy. I think from top to bottom, things are looking heavy. Like my blush looks really heavy. My lips look really heavy. My skin looks really heavy. So there are some products that I think that are totally worth the hype of this lineup and some that I don't think are worth the hype. So let's go through them one by one. Starting with the Magic Water Cream. Guys, it's worth the hype. It's worth the hype. And I'll tell you why, because I have never used a moisturizer or a primer that has made my skin look this plump. Where I'm seeing it the most is kind of like on the marionette lines. I literally have rewind aged. Like I look 16 and I always look 16, but these kind of just totally plumped up and disappeared. And I have to say, I believe it is due to this because no other primer has done that for me. So totally worth the hype. This is crazy. This next, well, this is the large size, but this little baby one that I used, this is a crazy, crazy, crazy thing because before kind of like trying this on my skin right now, I haven't tried it in a little while, haven't used it in a little while, but before kind of like testing and playing with it today, I would have told you 1,000,000,000% worth the hype. That's what I would have said. After today, I think maybe not. I think my tastes have maybe changed a little bit, but it's too much. It's like a little too much, and I felt like I was a little too oil slicked. I was a little bit too dewy, a little too wet and juicy. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. But if you are looking for like a glow enhancing product, this is the best. Like, this is the one. There is no other glow enhancing product that is better than this. If you like that kind of a thing, it's worth the hype if you're after this type of product. It's worth the hype if you have normal, skin, dry skin, oily skin people. I don't think you're gonna like this. I think it's gonna be too dewy, too glowy. It gives you this veil of glow that no other skin enhancer does on the market. I've tried it all. The budget version of this is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion foundation. Worth the hype because I think what happened was the foundation mixed in with my base gave me a flawless doll-like appearance. My skin looks plump, my skin looks juicy, my skin looks super youthful. Worth the hype. Now the one thing that I will say is that for me, this is too heavy of a coverage. If you are the type of person that likes foundation, like you don't like a BB cream or like a skin tint, and you need full coverage, this is gonna be perfect for you. So I think it's worth the hype if you like the coverage, you need that full glam moment, you are looking for a real foundation that's gonna give you that juice to your skin, that's gonna make it look like, I don't know, like almost like you just got like filler in like all your lines and your pores and you just came off a facial, like this is that. Okay, so the setting spray is kind of like done its thing. It's kind of like fully dried. Anyway, no. The lip liner, no. It's not worth the hype. This color is so bad on me. It doesn't look natural. It looks a bit like dirt. Like it looks like I'm dumb. Looks like I don't have like a thought in my brain. And I would say the same thing for the lipstick. This color isn't good. The formula, I didn't love it. It's not a comfortable formula. I don't think it's worth the hype. Neither of these are worth the hype. I would not say buy this. Don't buy this. Bronzer or contour wand. Contour wand. Is it worth the hype now that I've worn it on my skin? I think it dragged a little too much. The tone of it wasn't exactly flattering. And the fact that they don't have other kind of like shades to choose from makes it altogether, I think, not worth the purchase. It was patchy. It didn't blend the way that I wanted it to. I think this blush is absolutely stunning. This is the type of blush that you're gonna wanna blend in, otherwise it's gonna look like a little metallic 2016. But this comes in such a beautiful range of colors that you are bound to find the color that is flattering to you. It's got such a gorgeous lit from within finish. My skin, my cheeks look razor sharp with this on. And it's kind of giving me something like, the blush looks like it's coming from within inside my body. It's kind of like radiating outwards. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the skin. As soon as you blend this in, this looks like a dream on the cheeks. I'm excited to see how this looks on camera after when I'm editing this, but in person, I can tell you that this is kind of adding light in the perfect way. It's not causing attention to my texture or my pores. I think this is a beautiful shade, this shade Pinkgasm, and it is a beautiful kind of like formulation and texture. So this is absolutely worth the hype. And of course, e.l.f. has come out with their own dupes. They've been going crazy. They have been going off on the dupes all of last year, and I think they're gonna continue to do so. You guys saw how I felt. What happened? Am I doing something wrong? Let me guys know if you guys have tried this before and you're like, no, Michelle, like you should have used a different brush, or it doesn't go well on the base that you've used or something. Let me know, because I'm happy to try this again. I just think that this stuck so poorly to my skin and didn't blend out that I can't imagine how someone could like this. So it's got to be me, because so many people love this, and I don't know. I'm curious to know how I should be using this. Okay, I do not know what the hype is about with this product, because I am getting a really similar effect with my MAC Skin Fix, and I'm just gonna stick to my tried and true. I think the atomizer was really like a nice experience. The fragrance is a really nice experience as well, but I've never been like crazy in love with any setting mists, or like hating any setting, maybe like one in my past, like anything that's like overly glittery or like had a bad fragrance or something like that. But just like generally speaking, you can get pretty good setting mists for pretty inexpensive. I don't think you need to run and get like a designer, it's not that high-end Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, when you can easily get a perfect alternative from the drugstore. So I think this is a little overhyped, but yeah guys, but I think that covers the most viral products from Charlotte Tilbury, and those are my thoughts. I would say ranked most worth it to least worth it. The Magic Cream actually surprised me. I think that was the base that made my skin look so plump and juicy, and I think that's gonna be number one. Number two, blush. The blush is so gorgeous. Number three, I would say, was the foundation. The foundation is stunning. And then the rest was kind of just like, oh, and of course, the the Hollywood Flawless filter. That's a beautiful one. I would put that kind of like underneath, and then the rest is like, I don't know, not worth the hype. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Michelle Bali. I am the makeup tester. I test all the new and exciting makeup products so that you guys can make better purchasing decisions. If you guys love makeup and want to know what is up, what is new, what is worth your money, what is not, then make sure that you're hitting subscribe so that you can see more videos just like this. I come out with a video once a week. I will see you guys next week.